Hello, Achim Yekarim. How are you? Hope you had a great day today. Wanted to give our daily Chidush, Baruch Hashem. A lot of amazing things happening here in Jerusalem. Be'ezrat Hashem, good news. We're doing a shiur with Rabbi Mizrahi tomorrow night, and really looking forward to it. It's going to be in somewhere in Israel, I forget. And Net Zionit. But the key that I've heard today, at least, that people are constantly asking about in regards to tshuva, in regards to getting close to Hashem, in regards to emunah, is how does it work? What do you do? How do you get to a point of fulfilling your purpose? How do you get to a point where you live a life with complete emunah, complete faith in Hashem, complete trust in Him, and a not only an understanding, but better yet, a mamash, a feeling that He's with you at all times. So we said this in one of our shiurim in Miami. I think it's shiur number 71. A lot of people liked it because they really talked to put this whole thing, I'm going to say in 10 minutes, in perspective over a couple of hours with a lot more details. But when it comes down to tshuva, when it comes down to doing things, a lot of people believe that, listen, if you take it one step at a time, step by step, small steps, eventually you're going to get to the prize. Maybe in life it works that way in some things, but when it comes to tshuva, it only works half the way. Meaning that, imagine you want to boil water, and you want to boil the water because you want to make yourself tea, or you need boiling water, nothing less, and obviously there's nothing more. But you wait, and then maybe 1 minute before the water actually gets to boiling, you take it off the pot, and then you put it back on the pot, and then 1 minute before it gets to boiling, you take it off, and you let it cool, and then you do it again. So in so many words, you realize that it's never going to get to boiling. Why? Because it's always small steps. It's always small steps, but they're never big enough to get you to where you want to be. When Hashem is sending us a test, when Hashem is sending us a message, whether it's the message is to wake us up out of this blindness, out of this foolishness, out of this lie that we live, and fabrication that we've created in our mind and let the Yetzer Hara take over, to make us believe that everything we're doing is perfect and we have nothing to worry about. When Hashem sends us a message to wake us up, He's going to send it in several ways. Sometimes He's going to create different problems that didn't exist before, whether it's chas v'shalom, shlom bayit issues, children issues, all types of things. If our ways continue, the problems become bigger. He sends us money problems. If we don't listen, then He starts taking away a lot of money. They call money zuz in the Gemara because it moves from place to place. Zuz means move. And why? Because it moves from place to place. Hashem decides who to give His money to based on their actions. It's not your money, it's His money. All of it, everything is His. So He decides who to give it to, and sometimes He decides to take it away from somebody He lent it to, whether it be me, you, or anyone else that deserves that test, in order to wake them up and see if they look up at Shemaim and realize that it's all coming from Him in the first place. Also keep in mind that when someone loses a lot of money, it's generally the best news that they ever got, because the money is also called damim in the Gemara, which means bloods. Chazal teaches us, why is it called bloods? It's because Hashem actually has a decree, the mekatreg, the one that's actually coming to Hashem and showing off all of the sins we made. He tells Hashem, hey, listen, you built the world of justice, and based on the sins that this fellow made, he deserves a death penalty. Hashem obviously doesn't want to kill us, but at the same token, He has to be the God of justice. So He says, okay, instead of killing them, then I'll take away their money, because money is bloods. Money is a replacement of blood. Why? Because people spend their entire life, and in essence, all of their blood, to get money. So sometimes when we lose a lot of money, which obviously we take as bad news, naturally we do, it's actually the best news we ever got, because if you had $1 million or $100 million, if you're not here, it's not worth anything for you. You can't take it to Olam Haba. If we still don't listen, then obviously it becomes more difficult and health issues become a major problem. And Hashem is not just going to take us out of this world, and make us believe that, that this is it. That, okay, you failed your test and that's it. He's going to keep trying us and trying us and trying us. Why? Because he's trying to build us. When we realize that this is all a test, this is all part of the purpose, then we can move on to the next step. Then we realize that all of these difficulties are happening for a reason. Hashem is trying to wake us up, and he's telling us, my son, my daughter, you did the step by step. You got the water hot, but it's not boiling. I need it to boil. I need you to take a big step. No, not a small step, a big step. To show Hashem that we're genuine, to show Hashem that our tshuva is legitimate, to show Hashem that we actually believe in Him, bichlal. Once in a while, we have to take a big step. Get the water to be boiling. Once it boils, we get our tea, we drink the enjoyable tea, and we take small steps. Small steps and small steps and small steps and small steps. And once in a while, it's time to take a big step. Now, it's your choice of whether you're going to take the big step on your own, or you're going to wait for Hashem to tell you that you need to. Obviously, the suggestion is for you to not wait for Hashem to tell you, because Hashem is not like me sending you text messages in the middle of the night. Hashem sends you messages in a different way, and my suggestion is you probably don't want to hear those messages. You probably want to just do it on your own. Point being here is that, yes, small steps work, but only if they're combined with big steps once in a while to show that we're serious. This is the secret of tshuva. This is the secret to life. And this is secret to success in anything. You can't just take small steps forever. Bunting in baseball may get you on first base, but you're not going to win the World Series with just bunting. You're not even going to win the game with just bunting. Hitting with the sports, if you have a guy running in a 1 yard, each time, yes, it's nice to see the guy beat up a bunch of people on his way down, but it's still not going to get you the first down. Doing small deals every day, and making $100, yes, it's nice. It's an extra $100 you didn't have, but it's not going to pay the overhead of a large growing company. Same concept works with Hashem. Yes, the small steps help out, but their only purpose is to prepare you for the big step, because the big step is what Hashem is waiting for. Be'ezrat Hashem, we all take this very seriously and realize that in the end of days that we find ourselves in, we always have to think about, if the Mashiach showed up today, have I taken a big enough step to see him and not be embarrassed? Think about this. Be'ezrat Hashem, you'll know the right decision.